is a witch.
The huntsman strode away back to the palace. When he'd gone, 3 little bluebirds came flying down to have a closer look at Snow White. The bluebirds flew through the forest with Snow White running after them. Soon she saw a little house in the trees. She counted 7 bowls, 7 chairs, and 7 beds, but all very untidy.
I'll just go in and tidy up.
While Snow White tidied up, the dwarves who lived there came home from the mine. The dwarves stopped singing when they saw there was someone inside their house.
Stop, this might be dangerous. Going to happen? No, you go in smiling. No, you go in sleeping. Wake up, sleeping. What's going on? Shoot! I'll go in the stockings with you. Is anybody there? Why, hello. I'm Snow White. What a lovely house you have. Why, thank you. Can I help you clean and cook? I have nowhere else to stay. Yes! Let's go in.
The dwarves soon learned to love Snow White, and she was happy living with them, until one day the queen looked in her magic mirror and asked it once more.
Mirror, mirror, on the wall, who now is the fairest of us all?
And the mirror answered,
Snow White in the forest green. Snow White is the fairest to be seen. I will find you, Snow White. I will find you and kill you.
The queen dressed up as an old woman, and in her basket she put a poisoned apple. Then off she went to find Snow White. Meanwhile, the dwarves were getting ready to leave for the mine.
Now remember, Snow White, keep the door locked and don't talk to any strangers. Don't worry, I have lots to do today.
Then in came the queen. She smiled when she saw Snow White all alone. Without thinking, Snow White bit a large bite out of the apple and fell down as if dead.
Goodbye, Snow White, forever.
The queen went happily back to the palace. Then the bluebirds flew down to see what had happened.
Oh, look at Snow White. In the front of the
The bluebirds flew to tell the dwarves, and the dwarves soon riding by. They stopped when they saw Snow White.
Who is that beautiful girl? She's a beautiful Snow White. By the Rocket Queen.
The prince picked up Snow White, and the poisoned apple fell from her mouth.
Snow White, one with me to my palace. There will be safe for the Queen. I'll be to live happily ever after. Thank you. I will.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Snow White. We will visit you often to make sure you're happy.
perform a musical version of The Selfish Giant by Oscar Wilde. After 7 years had passed by, the giant, tired of his Cornish friend, decided to return home to his castle. When he arrived, he found the children playing in the garden.
What are you doing here?
He cried in a gruff voice, and the children ran away.
This is my garden, and I allow nobody to play with it but myself.
And so he built a high wall all around the garden and put up a notice which said,
Trespassers will be prosecuted. That is what I say. Trespassers will be prosecuted. They must keep away. No one may come into my garden. No one in here can play. Trespassers will be prosecuted. They must stay away. Now that I have my great big wall, the garden is all my own. So now no children can come in.
selfish giant. But now the poor children had nowhere to play. They tried to play on the road outside the garden, but it was all dusty and full of stones. They used to wander around the high walls after their lessons and talk about the beautiful garden inside and how happily they had played.
The north wind had stopped roaring.
stopped clattering. A sweet perfume came drifting in through the window.
I think spring has come at last,
Said the giant. He got up and looked out into the garden.